Breaking news, busted. Border Patrol and ICE are arresting Uber and rideshare drivers outside of O'Hare Airport. They are being asked if they are U.S. citizens, and if they're not, they're getting detained, arrested, swooped up. I got some footage here I'm going to share with you. Looks like they're not playing at the airports in Chicago. Check it out.
Federal agents conducted a sweep at a parking lot today for rideshare drivers. The parking lot is just steps from O'Hare Airport. Our Regina Waldrop has been there for several hours. Regina, federal agents were there twice today now?
Yeah, Natalie, they were the last time around 2:15, and we were here to catch them in action. So here's what they were asking of drivers. Are you a U.S. citizen, and do you have proof? And one of the agents even came up to me, asked me the same question. But here's what I want you to do. Take a look at this parking lot. It's about 50, 60 cars here, but I am told it is usually packed with several hundred rideshare vehicles, but not today. And also keep in mind, some of the vehicles here were towed away. So federal agents were everywhere in what is known as Alpha Lot. It is a desert. So federal agents were everywhere in what is known as Alpha Lot. It is a designated spot for rideshare drivers. Several people were handcuffed and taken into custody. In all, we'd say agents were here for about 15 to 20 minutes, and they showed up in nondescript white minivans. This was the second time today that ICE had come here. Here is what one driver told us happened around 10 o'clock this morning.
It was pretty surprising to see him up here, though, honestly. I'm like, I ain't even see him. I was sitting in the lot for a nice little minute, and I pulled out, and they was like all around.
So the union representing rideshare drivers has issued a statement that says, in part, we are deeply concerned that the drivers' due process rights were violated at O'Hare today. This is part of a broader pattern of attacks on immigrant families by an administration that continues to weaponize fear and division instead of investing in solutions in our communities. We're working diligently to gather more information. So back out here live, we have reached out to the Department of Homeland Security to find out how many people were taken into custody and why, and we hope to have that information for you when we come back at 6 o'clock. For now, that's the latest from this, what is known as Alpha Lot. Back to you.
Now, how do you feel about that? Because during the course of the mass deportations in the Chicago area, we've been hearing that they're rounding up criminal illegal aliens. Rideshare drivers, Uber drivers, unless these drivers have criminal records, or are these riders and Uber riders something going on that we don't know about for ICE to target or Border Patrol to target these particular individuals here at the airports? There's 2 airports in Chicago. It is very interesting, their tactics of where they're going and what they're doing. So Uber drivers, how many illegals are Uber drivers in the Chicago area? That's interesting too. How do you feel about the whole situation if you know your Uber driver or Lyft or rideshare driver is an illegal alien? Would you not want to go in, or does it matter, or does it not matter? But it is interesting. We are continuously covering the mass deportation, the ICE situation, the DHS Border Patrol in Chicago, and it seems like they are now at the airports too. They do this on the southern border, by the way. at every checkpoint. Well, checkpoints are like 30 miles inland, and every strategic route from the border, you have to, American citizens have to go through a Border Patrol checkpoint. And they ask you, are you a U.S. citizen? And if you are, you're free to go. If you're not, or you refuse to answer the question, you could be detained. You could be detained. So that seems like that's the situation going on right now in Chicago. We are monitoring this situation very, very closely. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button. We got our eyes on Chicago. Mass deportations, the border, migrant crisis. We've been covering this from day one on JLR Investigates. We've been to the border. Now we got our eyes on Chicago, Portland, and other cities around the country. Los Angeles, New York, Boston. Woo! It's getting crazy out there, folks. Buckle up. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates. Stay tuned.